Today is the official release date of Bang by Lisa McMann, and I have already read it. It's the book that I picked up at the Austin Teen Book Festival last Saturday, and I'm really excited to talk to you about it. But first, I feel like I need to do an actual review over Crash by Lisa McMann, which is book 1 in the Visions trilogy, and Bang is book 2. First, let me say that I love Lisa McMann. She's awesome. I truly enjoyed the Wake trilogy. Her style of writing and the stories that she tell are just the type of book that I truly enjoy. When I first learned about the Visions trilogy, I was really excited. The summary or the synopsis of the trilogy in the first book just really intrigued me, and I am super excited to talk about it today. Crash is about a girl named Jules and her family and their meatball truck. Great starting line, I know. Basically, Jules is just an ordinary girl. She has 2 siblings, her family runs the restaurant, which I believe they live above, and her dad is a hoarder. Shortly after she was saved by an attack, she starts to see these visions everywhere, and this is not a spoiler, you know, it's just kind of, it's on the book, so yeah, still spoiler free. And she basically sees the death of many people and a large explosion. It is up to her to figure out what this vision is, if it's real, or if she's going crazy and needs to be sent to a facility somewhere. And also to save the person who she has been crushing on, is basically, you know, in love with, and also happens to be the son of a rivaling restaurant family. It's an extremely short read. Both of these books I was able to knock out in just a few hours, mainly because the stories are so good. Like, once they get their hooks in you, you can't stop reading. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because I finished Bang recently at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was one of those books. Before continuing on with my opinions and thoughts of Crash by Lisa McMann, I want to say that I plan on having Crash a spoiler-free review, so you can stick around just a little bit longer. But when I do start talking about Bang by Lisa McMann, you may want to stay away, because you obviously can't talk about book 2 without book 1 being spoiled. It's just kind of how it works. But you're safe right now, so these are my thoughts and feelings over the characters, Crash, and just Lisa McMann and fangirling over her. So I love the character Jules in Crash. She is very sarcastic, has a very great sense of humor, and I just love the way that she deals with these very violent vision, or it's just one vision over and over and over again. The way that she deals with it, and having to deal with her father and trying to save the life of the boy who she really has a crush on, feels really deeply for. So I thought that definitely added a very interesting element to the book, because this is the son of the rivaling family. She has deep feelings for him. That's not okay with her parents, definitely not okay with his parents. It's more so the parents. The kids are like, I don't understand the big deal. Stuff happened in the past. You guys need to get over it. But of course the parents are like, no, we hate each other. There's secrets and action and mystery, and it's just awesome, and she's trying to figure out how she can save their lives and stop this vision from happening, and if this vision is even real. Also, I have to point out that I'm an only child, and when I read about sibling relationships, I sometimes get jealous. I always wanted that, you know, brother or sister, you know, who I could fight with and make up with and, you know, do cool stuff with. And Jules' siblings in this book are so cool, and I want my brother and sister too. The overall plot keeps you coming back for more. You can't just end with one chapter. It seems like she knows when to end a chapter to get you to go on to the next chapter, and it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. So maybe start with these books like early in the morning, so that way you're not up till 4 a.m. like I was. After really thinking about it, I truly love the Crash series. Like, it's been a while that I was so excited about a trilogy, and I just thought it was such a great read, so I'm definitely gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Which brings me to part 2 of this review. Spoiler warning, Bang by Lisa McMann. Kudos to Simon for these awesome book covers. I really love them, and I think they just represent the book so well. Obviously, the story continues with Jules. The boy who she did save in Crash is named Sawyer. Sawyer comes to her and says, I'm having visions. You know, I'm starting to see stuff on the billboards, on the TV, and I can't help it, and it's gonna be a shooting. It's gonna be a school shooting. Oh no, here we go again, because the experience that she had was a tough one. It was crazy. She literally had to go through so much, and now the boy that she loves and cares about is going through the same experience, and she has to sit by and just watch him go through it and do the best of her ability to help him. That is like such, oh my goodness, like especially with all the shootings that have been going on recently, like this one was, I was just like, oh, like I immediately tensed up and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a rough ride. This is gonna be one heck of a roller coaster. Jules is obviously dealing with being together with Sawyer when they're not supposed to be, because their parents found out about them in the first book and it just kind of blew up literally in their faces. Now they're having to be together in secret. They're finding out stuff about Sawyer's past and what he's having to deal with in his private life. They're trying to be together as a couple, but the vision is getting in their way, and they're also trying to save all these people. One of the questions that is first brought up in this book is Sawyer doesn't know any of the people in the vision. Because they don't know the people in the visions, should they actually go through all this stuff to save those people? I mean, in the first book, Jules actually knew the people that were going to die, that were going to be in the explosion, and Sawyer was one of them. So obviously, you know, that was something encouraging her to, you know, figure everything out. If he doesn't know them and it won't affect him, then should he really take the time to, you know, try and figure it out and stop the shooting? Discussion question. If you had a vision such as Jules and Sawyer, but you didn't know anybody in the vision and you didn't think that the vision or the people and that event would affect you, would you actually take the time to figure it out and save those people? Or do you think that you would just let the events unfold? Tell me down in the comments below what you would do. I love the book cover. I love the story. I love the writing. I love the characters. I love the plot twist and where they take you on their journey of trying to figure out everything with Sawyer's vision. Again, this is another 5 out of 5. That was my review over Crash and Bang, and I highly recommend this series if you're a fan of Lisa McMann. If you like the thriller with the romance, and if you like something that, you know, is definitely tense-worthy and a quick read. I mean, look at these books, you know, you can knock these out. But I highly recommend them. Go check them out. They're so good. Oh, Lisa McMann, what do you do to me? Go check them out and come back here and tell me what you think of them down below. Have you read any other books by Lisa McMann? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. I know, shocking, right? Bye.